Welcome back to a game which is one of those timeless classics that unfortunately I have not played in a very, very long time. This game gets continually updated by SCS software, which is so good to see. Of course, we are playing none other than Euro Truck Simulator 2. Boy, oh boy, does it look amazing as ever. And to think that this game's already been out for about 3 years now, which is pretty crazy to think about. So, I went ahead and installed this on my new computer, which I don't seem to have had. Okay, we had parking brake engage. It would be an idea to turn that off, wouldn't it now? Of course, I might be a little bit rusty as a driver because it's been a very, very long time since we've played this last. For whatever reason. Actually, we just need to drop this off right around the corner, which I'm not quite sure why that is, but I'll take that. And, oh god, okay, this is pretty typical of me. I took the wrong lane to drive in, which is alright, because this guy thankfully stopped, for me. These two guys, and they're not honking at me either. Let's just hope that we do not get any fines over here. I will try to keep this as realistic as possible, and I guess this is fairly... oh god, we need to turn in the right lane as well. Alright, well, I guess I sort of jinxed myself right off the get-go. Oh man, we are off to a brilliant start, aren't we? But let's go ahead and just stop off at this factory, or wherever we need to get off to. The reason I've started playing this again is because, well, one, I did not install this on my new computer, and unfortunately I did lose my game save because I used to play this game a heck of a lot, and I lost my whole game save, which is no fun. Couldn't find it anywhere, so we're gonna have to start off from scratch, and I do want to get into the game before the Scandinavian downloadable content comes across. To skip parking, no, parking is half the fun and half the frustration, because we don't want to be hitting different things or random things. Let's try not to jackknife too much. We should be able to straighten out relatively well. If I go do this, here we go. We've done a fairly good job, and... well, maybe not too straight. Yeah, I guess it's not all that straight, and it's not really telling us that we can park it just yet. I sort of did cheat a little bit using this game mode, but you know what, I'm just going to press enter. Before I embarrass myself too much and half the video is just me crashing into a truck next to us. So, unfortunately the pain and struggle is very much real. We have to start all over again. So this is my headquarters. Yes, we know. You don't need to add insult to injury, or add salt to injury. Let's go get a quick job then. And, well, I'd love to go start off something in Poland. I'm not quite sure why we aren't able to go get a job in the freight market. Earn money for your company. I guess I don't have my own truck. Yeah, you don't have your own truck yet. That makes sense. So all I guess we have to do is start off with these quick jobs. Jeez, it's been forever since we've done this. What's this option? Oh, that's pretty cool. So it can choose the different freight. I don't have the bulk cargo type of downloadable contents just yet. I think I might go splurge on it. These guys, SCS, definitely deserve a lot of praise because this game's been out for about 2 or so years, and they've been looking after it for all those 2 or so, 3 years almost, I'd probably say, and they've just been continually updating it. We are on patch 1.17. In between me talking and just talking and blabbering, let's go ahead and actually pick a job which we can drive to. Obviously, we can't really drive too far away. Let's go to Strasbourg. I'll take that job. Actually, I probably would have been smarter if I checked how much we got paid per kilometer. So we got paid more per being lazy, but it's alright. The best thing about doing these quick jobs as well is that you can drive around in different trucks. So right now, we are driving in a DAF truck, which unfortunately I'm not a trucker, and it's been a long time since I played this, so the terminology and all the names might be a little bit beyond me, or a lot beyond me. Let's go turn right. Okay, just wait for the traffic to go. We couldn't really see outside because the mirror was in the way, but it seems like we've done alright for ourselves. When I turn left, oh, red light, red light. And actually, oh, we just overshot it, so let's just reverse a bit. The one thing that I don't like about this game is that it's very hard, or at least, it's not that it's very hard, it's almost impossible to know when to go because there's no traffic lights on the other side. Usually in Australia, or at least I'm pretty sure like everywhere in the world, you have traffic lights letting you go, letting you know where to go, like in front of you instead of right to your side. I wish they did change that, add a little bit more traffic lights and all. Let's get rid of the indicator and get out of Luxembourg. You know what? We might as well turn the radio on, but I'll wait it out for the time being. So, of course, I'm sure most of you guys are wondering what in the world is different in patch 1.17. Of course, it's available on Steam only for the most part that I know of. You just accept it through the beta. Yeah, I think it's called the beta little tab. Let's try not to hit that car, and we are good. Alrighty, beautiful. So they did change, which I really like. There's a couple of nifty little features. You can change the speed of the windscreen wipers. So here we've got the pause, the intermittent windscreen wiping. Oh, you've got new mail. Alright, and then you've got also the continuous windscreen wiping for heavy rain, torrential rain, which is pretty much what we've got in Sydney, Australia right now, which is perfect time to play a game like this, really. It's nice and cozy. You can just sit back, relax, and just drive away in the European heartland. So, let's go. Ooh, probably should have checked right, but this is pretty much how I drive in real life, like an absolute maniac. I might be exaggerating for effect, but I guess there's only one way to find out, is to watch me drive. This game is really, really stunning. I'm kind of miffed that it doesn't go at a smooth 60 frames a second though. I'm playing this on a 780 GTX because of course this is my new computer. I guess I probably should stop calling it new though, because I've had it for over a year now. Well, we are going to have to turn left, aren't we? Whoa! That guy was going just a little bit too fast for my liking. I guess that's how they drive around in the highways in Europe. No, and we need to turn back on the right lane, because over here, right lane is the slow lane. The left lane is the lane to overtake. So, of course, we want to drive according to the rules. Try not to get fined too much. And we should be good to go. I remember playing a lot of this game. I think it was well over 50% of the roads I drove on. So, I played this game a fair bit. I used to love all of these trucking games. Let's turn the lights on as well, because it's not even afternoon. It's mid-morning, really. Almost 11 o'clock, but it's a little bit cloudy, I guess. Seems like it's much nicer behind us, but that's the way things go. They've changed a lot of things as well in the options. There's this whole new truck world, or whatever it is called. I don't even know. World of Trucks, that's what it is. And you can play this online, supposedly. And I've got no idea how to do it. It'd be really interesting to see. Let's go check this mail. Brand new Iveco trucks for sale. Alright. We won't be going there just yet. We might turn on the radio. You know what? Let's go do that. Oh, we can add favorites now to our radio. Jeez. It's been a very long time since I've played this last. Let's go with something Polish, if there is, which I guess is PL. Here we go. What in the world is this word? Złoto przeboje. Złoto przeboje. Radio. Didn't even know that's a word. There you go. The more you know. Let's go with Radio Niepolonkowe. Oh, I don't know. I'm not even going to try to say that. Let's go. Just drive straight into somewhere. Oh, God. Here we go. Let's go ahead and change the audio, though. Alright. Music volume. Oh, no. Radio volume. Alright. Hopefully that's going to be perfect sound for you guys. It's just going to be a little bit in the background. I guess I shouldn't have it too loud either, because YouTube can be rather strict on the music copyright ID. It's not really copyright infringements or anything. It's just the content ID is what they call it, which they use an algorithm to go ahead and match the wavelengths of certain music, and it's actually incredibly accurate though. It's pretty amazing how it works. Got a petrol station there. Boy, it's been a long time since I've played this. As I keep on saying, how much longer do we have? 2.5 hours, it says, in game time, which I think translates to about 20 or so minutes in real life. Let's go here. Alrighty, and we need to turn the next right. So let's wait up. This seems like a very dangerous like there's people incoming and then there's people coming out like we're doing. It seems like a very dangerous type of road here. Let's go resync the camera. Try to drive relatively slowly. This would be so much better with the steering wheel as well, and of course the what's it called? The G27 is what it's called. The Logitech with the. So that's what I was saying. They've got the same thing over here as well. They've got the guys to come out and the guys to come in as well on the same little lane. Seems very dangerous to me. That might just be my Australian sensibilities talking though. Oh, seems like they're talking Polish as well. I can barely hear them though. Unfortunately, I probably should turn that on a little bit higher. We've got what in the... Oh, okay. That must be new. I don't remember that being in the game at all. I didn't even know truckers have this, so they can see what's out in front of them. Like, that's going to be very useful as well. That's very smart, very ingenious, I must say. So, like, if you're stuck in traffic in the city or something, you bumper to bumper, you need to make sure you don't hit the guy in front of you. And of course, because you're in a truck, you're much higher, so the angles are a bit different when you're driving in a truck, at least in the cabin. Unfortunately, American Truck Simulator was supposed to be coming out sometime, but for whatever reason, it's been delayed and delayed yet again, which I actually don't really mind because SDS is one of those companies that you know they're going to go ahead and make the best of a game and make it perfect before it is released, sort of like Rockstar did with Grand Theft Auto 5, which is an amazing game. Now, let's have a look at this. Now we can see where that barrier is. That's really cool. So let's go press enter. I think that was included in... The tollway was included in, I guess, the delivery price or something. Also, if I go click on M and I go to quick job, they said that there was a way that you can sort out by toll prices and all of that stuff. So say if you're going on a ferry or something, it actually says the price of the ferry trip included in the distance or how much it's going to cost you to get there, which is a nice little feature. So you know your upfront costs, or you know the costs of going to where you want to go up front. This is new as well. It shows you on the bottom left of the GPS the speed limit. I think, here we go, it's I, here we go. They've given us a lot more details here as well. Got temperatures and all. All I really care about is the speed, really. I guess we do have the... Yeah, I think in this little update as well, they might have given us a lot more different... I guess information in the dashboard of the vehicles as well. It seems like the cars still almost float sometimes. Hopefully they'll improve that soon. The cars are in almost every racing game. Cars seem to float like at certain stages. It's almost as if the ground isn't rendering properly or something like that. I'm sure there's some proper reason for it, but in a lot of racing games, it seems like a lot of cars just float above the ground. Maybe it's like an effect when they just go too quickly or something like that. But there we go. We've only got 100 kilometers left. Let's try to keep onto the right lane. Got some nice Polish music in the background. We are going into a nice little tunnel. Let's go out over here into this view. Looking very, very nice. We've got... I don't even remember driving around here. No, I'm sure I would have. I'm sure they would. This is without mods as well. This is just with the 1.17 public beta. So no mods or anything of the sort, which I actually do want to start installing, but we are just going to go ahead and try to make as much money as we possibly can for the time being in the game, and I'll start installing mods slowly but surely, and hopefully we'll have a lot of the map unlocked by the time the Scandinavian downloadable content comes along, so I'll be able to make the most out of that. But I think there'll be a lot more of these episodes. Maybe not. I used to upload this game weekly when I did used to upload it. So maybe a bit more frequently than weekly, but you know me with games and all. I've become very bad with uploading regularly, which is very unfortunate. I was playing, what was it called? Tropico Waterborne. But Tropico's got this ungodly feature of getting stuck on loading screens in Infinity pretty much. You're just stuck forever in the loading screens and there's nothing I can do to fix it. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos with people saying how they've fixed their problem, but a lot of people still have the same problem of the infinite loading screens, and I seem to be one of those people. No matter what I try to fix it, reinstall it, do everything, it just does not work for me. So kind of unfortunate. I must say I didn't really like Tropico 5 all that much in comparison to Tropico 4. I guess Tropico 4 still got that nostalgic feel to me though, which is pretty weird because it isn't all that much of an old game. Oh, that was not good. End of toll road. Your employee will pay €30. Alrighty. I think it was F7. Yes. Oh, I still very much remember how to play all of this, or press all the buttons. F7 shows us the damage. Okay. And F5 is back to the GPS system. Good enough. And F6 shows us all of the job income. Here we go. This is good information. Alright, we also need to go to sleep and all, which you can turn off from memory. We are carrying 15 tons of clothes. Must be some very heavy clothes, I must say. I mean, how big is the trailer that we're carrying? Doesn't seem that big. Also, one of the best mods that I remember that there was the realistic cargo liveries and all. So you had like Aldi, TNT, all those kind of companies driving around, delivering their goods and all, which was one of my favorite mods, I must say. And I got into modding this game pretty early, so I can only imagine how much better they are now. I'll have to start playing this game online as well. Have to find out how to do all of that because I'm clueless as to how to do that. We probably need to actually go a little bit further on in the game though. How far away are we? 40 in-game minutes, so that means just really 2 or so minutes, I think. I'm actually pretty impressed at how much I remember of how to play this game. Here we go, Strasbourg, which no doubt I'm butchering the name of it, but that's the way things are going to go. I think I'll also start uploading a couple more mod videos because I guess the Let's Plays have a certain end date sort of thing. Like you can only play so much of a certain game, but then if you do like mod videos, mods always have that that replayability value. You can always go back to mods, and it's a lot more fun, I'd say, playing games with mods, especially these days, especially like with simulator games, which is pretty much what I'm into. Although I've started playing pretty much everything and anything under the sun these days on my channel. I should probably get back to simulator games because simulator games are such a flooded market now. It's almost as if there's a pretty decently big and well-known simulator game coming out at least every month. I mean, in the next couple of days we've got, I think, Airport Simulator 2015 it's called. And Airport Simulator 2014 is pretty popular. I mean, you don't fly any planes or anything, but you control the airport, make sure it's all prim and proper for everyone to take off and do all their shenanigans on it. Make sure you guys also recommend any mods to install on this game, because I'd be very keen to check out some of the best ones. I'm pretty sure YouTube now these days lets you add links and stuff, so I still do read every comment, which might seem a little bit like a lie or something, because I'm notoriously bad for replying to messages, notoriously bad, which is something that I'm not proud of at all, but I definitely have to improve on that. But I do read each and every one of your guys' messages, so be sure to leave it in the comments section down below if you're that way inclined to help me out. We have just hit where we want to go. It seems like Strasbourg has a very nice church over here in front of us. Very cool. Alright, so one thing that I really need to get used to is checking both sides of the road, of course, and as well as getting used to the braking distance of the car, of the truck I should say, because it definitely takes a lot of time to actually slow down. I guess when you're as big as these trucks are though, it kind of makes sense. I'm not sure if I should go ahead and try to reverse this properly, because it's just going to end in embarrassment. And ain't nobody got time for that. Not sure. Also, I have to try to figure out how to get the most of the game and playing this in 60 frames a second. So I'm sure there's other YouTubers that do play this at 60 frames a second. I've got a fairly decent graphics card, right? The 780 GTX. It's pretty expensive at the time I bought it. And I know that price doesn't really indicate how good it's going to be, but still. Alright, I butchered that up. It was decent at a time, and now I've just completely butchered it. Well, that is, my friends, why I don't really pay too much attention to the parking. I'm just going to press enter and take it for what it is. Excellent. Thankfully, we did not get into any car crashes. How much experience do we get? Oh, yay, we'll level up to level 2, which means they added anything new here? No, they haven't. But let's go with the long distance drives because I love the long distances in these games. That's what it's all about for me anyway. Let's go apply that skill point and take that. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode. I think next episode we might go ahead and purchase a new truck. We'll have to wait and see. But until next time though, guys, I'll see you later. Make sure you leave a like if you did enjoy and subscribe if you haven't.